pole position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jordan. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Slips through the line. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He did not make it. A stone wall
one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what can you do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Spits it out to the back. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Turning it on! Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Card in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. It picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that
breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
At the 15-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
And what a job by the defense. Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on 4th down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Floating away. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. From the gun, running back on the move. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Gain of 4. And that's a first down for the offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. There he goes. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the... He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
That that's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap to the back. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win.
Turning it on. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Power football with the run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking the this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. Oh, sweet feet. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Now on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. On target to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. Hard running there. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. On the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Montgomery. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Trying to surge it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get every... He's taking the shot. Brings it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, no!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He wants that clock to run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football down.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent, chains are moving, clock still going. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Inside the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Makes the catch. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it out for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you'd love to see that.
They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.